Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with some early access information to get you, the audience, caught up with the events in the book Z for Zachariah. This information will also make the interviews easier to understand, and all in all, just make the experience better. First off, a little fun fact. The book was written by Robert C. O'Brien and was published in 1974 after he died in 1973. Alright, this book is science fiction for several key reasons. One, it gives a big warning to humankind that we need to stop our unpeaceful ways before we destroy this planet we call home. Also, in smaller aspect, it also warns us, be careful who we trust. They might not be who they say they are. Some other key indicators are the setting. It takes place in a dystopian society after the United States was bombed and a nuclear bomb was dropped, wiping out everything. Almost everything, I should say. And it takes place in a valley in Pennsylvania that was spared. It also, the science aspect, it stays true. It is grounded in science. There is unheard of technology as well, such as the safe suit, the nuclear bomb, some of the generators. While they may not be, for the time period, unheard of technologies, they are relatively newer technologies. Mainly the safe suit and the nuclear bomb, though. And, like I was saying with the science aspect, radiation poisoning. Everything it talks about in the book is true and could really happen. Now, to the characters. Protagonist Anne Burden herself, which we have here present tonight, and the antagonist, Mr. Loomis, who, hey, is also here tonight. Some static characters are Edward, David, and Anne's parents. David and Anne's parents, we will sadly not be able to introduce them here tonight, but Edward, we will be able to. And one more dynamic character, Faro the dog. He, over the course of the story, he kind of changes, goes from one way to another. So, all good. And that's just a little bit of information to kind of refresh your knowledge, refresh your brain, get you ready for tonight's show. Thank you very much, and see you tonight. Woo! Hello, Anne. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Jimmy. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Okay, let's get down to business and ask a few questions.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm ready.
Alright. First question. How did you feel when you saw the smoke in the sky?
I felt frightened. I really didn't know what to do.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine how terrifying it must have been to see a stranger coming when you've just been so alone for such a long time.
It was really terrible.
Okay, so that's settled. Next question. Did you secretly hope that this stranger would make his way to the valley?
Yes, I did really hope that a person would find their way, just because I was so alone.
Oh, yeah. I understand, but I can imagine that feeling faded or totally disappeared after a little while.
Yes, it did.
Alright. Okay, moving on. Did you want to come out of hiding ever to talk to this stranger, this mysterious guy?
I really didn't know what to expect exactly, Jimmy. But yes, I did want to come out and show myself. But once he came, I was uncertain.
Why were you uncertain? Do you think he was scary? Because from what I can remember, you said he was very handsome.
I was uncertain mostly because he was handsome. But he looked like a guy I might be able to trust. But I didn't want to just go and talk to him. I wanted to watch him, stalk him.
Okay, let's get off that topic now. Why did you finally decide to show yourself?
Well, he went into a pond full of radiation. I didn't want him to die, so I showed myself.
Mm-hmm. So you wanted to take care of him, protect him, because you didn't want to just be all alone again?
Yes, but
But what?
I was so nervous that he was crazy or something.
Yes, I understand. You've never met him and didn't know, like, who or what he was or what he was like. But when you made the decision to go and help him, were you satisfied with that decision?
Yes, well, sorta. Just because he did turn kind of crazy and tried to kill me. But yeah, I was happy with my decision at the moment.
Good to know. Also, when did you start to realize that this Mr. Loomis guy was crazy?
After he was sick, he just started acting weird and just went nuts.
What were signs that he was acting weird?
He started to talk about the past while sleeping. He talked about when he killed someone, Edward.
Oh, Speaking of that crazy Mr. Loomis, we have him here today. Come on, Mr. Loomis, come out and join us.
Boo! Boo! We hate you.
What? No, why is
You're
he
the
here?
worst.
Welcome, Jimmy. Or Mr. Loomis, my bad. Sorry.
Hello, Jimmy. Thanks for inviting me here today. Oh, and hello, Ann.
Why is he here?
Stop acting like such a child, Ann. We're all adults here. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah, calm down, man. We have security guards nearby if anything happens, but I doubt anything will. Am I right?
How am I supposed to calm down when the person that tried to murder me is here?
Okay, I admit it. I tried to kill you, but in the end, I helped you and told you that I saw a bird. And I could have killed you if I wanted to, but I didn't.
Anne, what do you have to say about this?
I'm done. I'm leaving. You told me you want to be here. What the heck?
Okay, so Anne's gone? Well, let's get going, Mr. Loomis, with your interview. So, how did you feel when you came to the valley?
I felt so happy. I found a place with no radiation.
Yes, I imagine that it must have felt good to finally be able to take off that huge safe suit.
It did.
Now, what was it like when, like, the first few days without Anne?
It was calm. Nothing really happened except for the pond and the sickness. But when Ann came, I was kind of scared, but happy at the same time.
Yes, but she was probably one of the only reasons that you actually lived and are here today. So you must have been very grateful to her.
Well, I treated her with respect at the beginning.
Yeah, then from what I heard, you started to turn crazy and you were rude and just weird.
So, you guys talked about it.
Yeah, we did. And Anna didn't really think too kindly about you.
Ah, yes. She doesn't think of me as much of a great person.
Well, you were pretty crazy. You tried to starve her and everything, and you tried to kill her.
Well, for a good reason, at least.
Why did you try to starve her and take everything away from her?
Because I was lonely. She was so nice to me and fed me. She did all the chores and gave me medicine. I wanted to keep her close.
Yeah, but don't you think this was a little extreme, like overboard?
No, I was a little bit desperate. Right then, when I got company, she leaves me, and I want company, so...
You were all alone, and then she left you. It must have been tough, but I understand why she left. It's not like a big mystery. And I think it was really mean and crazy to try to shoot her. That was pretty dumb.
I only wanted to maim her, so she would need medical help and ask for me.
Boo!
Yeah, thank you.
You're the worst.
Yeah,
Thank
pretty
you.
bad. But she did end up getting away. Also, did you ever hear of the invention of, or have the intention of killing her?
No, I never did. I would be alone again if I killed her, just like I was with Edward.
Edward. Ooh, we've heard a little bit about Edward. Talk about it. Tell the people.
Well, Edward's in the lab with me, and he wanted the last safe suit. It protects from radiation, that's how I got here.
Why did he want to take the safe suit?
He wanted to go see his family, even though we knew that they were dead. He wasn't going to bring it back. He wasn't.
Alright. Well, you were wrong about one thing. Everyone wasn't dead. See, I'm alive right here, right now.
Well, yes, but I was making conclusions. I didn't know that California was safe.
Then what happened to Edward?
Nothing is too hard to talk about.
You kind of have to tell us. Did you actually kill him?
Let's stop this. Next question, please.
Okay, then. How did you feel when you first realized that Anne took the safe suit?
Well, I was really angry. It was like Edward all over again. She was going to leave me. She did. I never should have trusted her.
Then why didn't you kill her? I mean, was it because she mentioned Edward?
Yes, I didn't know what to do when his name came up. I got all teared up and was weak to shoot her.
Yeah, but why then did you tell her about the birds that you saw off in the distance?
Because I felt so bad about it and happened the bird before, I just thought I must tell her. No reason really.
Well, I think that was the right thing to do. And I'm really glad that you told her. You made a grown-up decision.
Thank you.
Okay, John. Thanks for coming out with me today, doing this interview. Can't wait to see you again.
No problem. Glad to help. Hate Anne still, but bye.
You're terrible.
Boo!
No one likes you.
You're pretty bad.